Welcome now. I hope you're doing great. You're doing fine from whatever corner of the country that you're watching Celeb Corner KE from. And right now we dive deep into this man, Morara Kebaso. A name that we all nowadays hear on different media platforms, either on social media or maybe in the mainstream media. Kebaso Morara has made it his duty to make sure that the government of the Republic of Kenya becomes accountable for the wrong promises and the fake promises that they have made to the people of the Republic of Kenya. But how is this man functioning and able to beat the DCI, who have been tracking him down for several days and several months, trying to take him down, and also the National Intelligence Service? Now, I want to explain to you the strategy that Morara has started using, which right now is a surprise to the National Intelligence Service, which is the body that deals with gathering intelligence that is presented to the president and together to other bodies that deal with people like Morara to try and protect the presidency. This is what I mean. Yesterday, Kebaso Morara made an impromptu visit to Juja, where he stopped at night to address the people of Juja. Now, that was a sound check for his newly acquired PA system, which is the sound system that he acquired for about 1.2 million, and his new car, which will be used for his address to the public and the people of the Republic of Kenya, where he goes for the delaunching of the fake projects done by President William Ruto. This was unexpected. Reason being, Kebaso Morara had written and made it clear to the people of the Republic of Kenya that he would be beginning his Delaunch tour in the Mount Kenya region, which was meant to happen on Friday. And after a few hours, Kebaso Morara decided, I am going to call it off and I will do something that these people won't be able to track me down with. Remember, once he made the post and he made it public that he is going to visit the Mount Kenya region to inspect the stalled and fake projects that were launched by President William Ruto, the DCI together with the National Intelligence Service agents were planted and they had a strategic position to disrupt his movement. And that's why the guy realized and he said this: due to security reasons, I have cancelled my Mount Kenya tour of stalled projects where money has been stolen. The tour was to start tomorrow morning, which was on Friday yesterday. Intelligence briefs are reaching me indicate serious infiltration by state operatives, by persons coming as well-wishers and persons of goodwill. I will announce the next move. And that is where he gave a direct blow to the face to the DCI together with the National Intelligence Service. Now, what will they do? How will they track him? Remember, the guy has been trying on every way possible to acquire the right direction on how to address his rising popularity in the country and to combat President William Ruto, was been launching fake projects in the country. And we all know the DCI and the NIS, their main aim is to make sure that anybody that goes against the president is tamed. We have seen abductions happening, also assassinations happening. So Kebaso Morara feared for his life, and that's why he made sure that I won't announce my moves again. Now, he made an impromptu visit at Juja, and this is what he said: we buy the bullets, we buy the guns to protect Kenyans, but William Ruto uses it to kill Kenyans who question corruption and bad governance. It is I who will do the job. That's what Kebaso told the people. And yesterday night, he said the Mount Kenya Delaunch tour and civic education campaigns starts now. That is at night yesterday, 21 hours ago, which was very unexpected of him, because you know what, we were expecting now he will plan another one where he will address the people and then make a public announcement, we are going to this county next. And he said, no, I am beginning in Kiambu, where I will start in Juja. And he started it in Juja. He went ahead to announce, we are beginning. Now from there, he did not go back home. he proceeded. Even the post that he was making, he didn't make them after returning to his house. He made them while he was on his way to the Mount Kenya region. Now, after moving, he today arrived in Isiolo County, and he says, we need to overhaul and expel bad leadership in our country. We need to head a rule of the selfish, but if we remove them, we must replace them with persons of integrity. Therefore, I'm now calling out all leaders of integrity to start standing up. You don't have to join me. You can start your own civic education tour in your ward, in your constituency, or in your county. We can run parallel civic education campaigns, then we can converge into one convention at the end. Don't wait for me to call you. Just start doing your thing. It will be identified and amplified. I need small Moraras in every corner of Kenya. That's what he said. Now remember, the guy has begun his tour. Right now, as we speak, he has finished his delaunching in Isiolo County. Remember, Isiolo County tried to combat and tried to come out with a disaster management response to Kebaso Morara, exposing how the funds that were meant to develop Isiolo Stadium were misused. Now remember, Isiolo, and I have been in that county, Isiolo has the best talents when it comes to football in this country. But because of the bad governance in that county, those young men and women there, they don't get the chance to share their talent with the world. Because if something like the said Isiolo Stadium is not made, where will the young men play in? Now, another thing that I have realized today is that also Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has decided, you know what? I am not going to follow the suit of President William Ruto and continue lying to the people of the Republic of Kenya that this and this is right and that is wrong. I am going to say the truth, and the truth I know will set me free. And he made a certain point while he was addressing a congregation in Bomet, which caught the attention of the people. But one thing also that has attracted a lot of attention is a statement that was made by none other than Dennis Itumbi, who said that Kebaso Morara is campaigning for President William Ruto. Now, the Kenya Kwanza head of creative economy and special projects, Dennis Itumbi, has suggested that the Delaunch tours undertaken by political activist Kebaso Morara are to the advantage of President William Ruto. Kebaso took it upon himself to traverse the country to shed light on the projects launched by the president but later stalled. With the help of the Kenyans' online citizens, Kebaso was recently equipped with vehicles and other resources to help his campaign. Now, reacting to the developments, Itumbi said by government critic touring the country, highlighting the project, he was popularizing Ruto to the benefit of his 2027 re-election bid. They hear this. And this is where these people are going wrong. They think that we are foolish and we don't understand. Listen to what Itumbi said. I think Morara is doing a good job in campaigning for President William Ruto in 2027. I can assure you that all Morara has done, he has put an encyclopedia or a work plan of the programs Ruto will have completed in their majority, said Itumbi. Now, while defending the president, Itumbi claimed that the highlighted projects stalled after they were allegedly defunded by the previous regime. He appeared to support Morara's initiative, saying the president would be keen to work on the projects given that they are being spotlighted. I love what he is doing. It is good to take the government into account. I can assure you that all those projects will be completed because they are part of the plan. I am sure the script Morara will use in 2027 will be, I said this and the government did. That's what Itumbi said. Now, what is wrong with him saying that we said this and the government did? We were just been pointing out where you people are lagging. And so if you go ahead to do that, then who are we not to recognize your effort? Who are we not to really take into account what you said? Now, what do you have to say in regards to how Kebaso Morara is playing the game? Now, you know, the DCI and the NIS, I tell you now, they can't track him because the guy is always on the move. The funds are coming from different people all over the country who are funding him. So you cannot say that he is being funded by one individual. Remember, the Gen Z movement waliweza kuleta panganga eti ilikuwa inafandiwa na sponsors, ilikuwa inafandiwa na Jimmy Wanjigi, but truth came out that, you know what, nobody funded the Gen Z. Now, Kebaso Morara realized, if I called out individual people to fund my movement, then they will be called out and they will be held to account. Now, the guy in Isiolo today pulled out a multitude, a crowd, that this should scare President William Ruto. A place like Isiolo where people are always busy and, you know, there are people of different ethnic groups coming together to support this guy because they have realized that he is doing the right thing. This should be something that should be taken into account by the two Ruto's team before the election comes in. Anasema, Isiolo here I am. Asante sana Isiolo, I will be back again. And he went ahead to expose the Isiolo mortuary where it has been, listen to this. He exposed the Isiolo level 5 hospital mortuary. It can only hold 5 bodies and now all cold rooms are non-functional. In the whole of Isiolo County, this is the only mortuary. If you die in Isiolo now, you have to go to Meru. The contractor is Mr. Morioki Kijana Moria and the family. Now, when you think that Morara is anarudi kulala, then you are wrong. The guy is just getting started and he is trending #1 on Twitter right now. And I assure you, if this is the path that Morara is taking, then they should be worried. The government should be worried. The government, because he is going to discredit them to the fullest. And that is what is happening. I shall remind you, it seems also Gachagua has realized the work Morara is doing. Na amesema pia mimi sitaongea uongo tena. For now, that's what's up. Let's meet in our next video. This is Celeb Corner KE.